This has been an amazing week in Whistler. I mean, apart from the fact that the population is about to disappear from a deadly virus, so there is that. I have so much to talk about, but I will make it brief given the fact that you probably want to go and back to watching more COVID-19 news. I'll say I want to do that, yeah. I got a mild concussion 3 weeks ago, and so I wasn't able to hit the slopes for this trip, but there was so much more to do here than I would have thought for non-skiers. First, let's talk about where we are. Whistler is situated in the southern Pacific ranges of the Coast Mountains in the province of British Columbia. It is in the Sea to Sky region, and you really only need to drive 6 minutes out of Whistler to drive through incredible views of surrounding mountains. Every Sunday in January, February, and March, the Westin Hotel hosts a local artisan market. At the market were hats, vases, lots of jewelry, among other things. The market runs from noon to 5 p.m. and is a nice place to see the skills of British Columbia locals. The Red Door Bistro was a fantastic restaurant in Creekside, a neighboring town literally 6 minutes away. Lots of larger hotels around the resort offer an in-resort complimentary shuttle service, so you can get to Creekside through that or use the public transportation around the area. The Caesar salad was delicious, but the prime New York steak was sensational, served with a peppercorn sauce and potato pave. Zip Trek Eco Tours offers zipline and tree trekking tours of the mountains. You meet with your tour guide at the Carlton Lodge at the base of Whistler Mountain, where you embark on a 1.5-hour excursion through the tree canopy. We had such a cool tour. Take a look. At the top of the Zip Trek tree trek, and we have the Fitzsimmons River down here, and all of the Whistler village. It's all down there. Rimrock Cafe in Creekside was another great spot to eat. They specialize in seafood and have really good oysters. I recommend the raw oyster, specifically the Pacific Northwest Cushy oyster with a little shaved horseradish and champagne mignonette. In fact, that was the first oyster I've ever eaten. Way to set the bar high. The regular menu wasn't particularly kid-friendly, but I was able to find something on the extensive kids menu. Creekside, Creekside. More like Creek Bread, Creek Bread. Creek Bread is a bakery and pizzeria in Creekside, obviously, with some of the best rated pizza on the resort, so we totally needed to try it. It wasn't all that great in my opinion. Nothing more to say. But Purebred Bakery, oh my gosh. Take a look. Okay, so we just got back from Function Junction. That's actually what it's called. So we just got back from Function Junction, and we got these two pastries, I guess you may say, and they are both from two different bakeries, and they're the two bakeries at Function Junction. Function Junction, I guess, is kind of the place where the locals go to eat, so tourists would eat in Whistler Village while locals would eat in Function Junction. So they have some good restaurants there and some good shops, and these are the two bakeries that we got stuff from. So this is a cinnamon bun from like a cute little German bakery called 200 Degrees, and then this is a raspberry brioche from a bakery called Purebred, which has a location in Function Junction as well as Whistler Village. So I'm going to be trying these two, and we'll see which one comes out on top. All right, so the first thing I'm going to taste is this cinnamon bun, which has some cream cheese, icing on it. So, I guess... I don't know of anybody who's eaten a cinnamon bun with a fork and knife, but I guess I have done that now. I want some more of that. That's good. All right. There you go. Thank you very much. That cinnamon bun was baked in a cast iron skillet, which we saw, a little cast iron pan that they put into the oven, which we saw at the bakery, which was really cute. And the bakery itself was adorable. It was run by a German woman, and she lived in Frankfurt for 4 years, and she's now lived in Whistler for 7. And the texture of the bun it was kind of like a stiff bun, but it was also a little bit, it was a little bit dry, but for sure it was, when you bit into it, it really just, the frosting kind of just rushes through your mouth. It's a really good taste. And then the taste, it was delicious. That's all I have to say about that. So this one is the raspberry brioche, which looks like it has some raspberry in the middle of it. And I'll try this one next. Alright, so this one is the raspberry brioche, which we got from Purebread, which has a location in Function Junction and Whistler Village, as well as maybe another location, actually. A few different, probably in Vancouver, actually. So this one looks as if it's really mushy on the bottom and soft, which is nice. I'm just gonna cut it open. Oh, that's a nice consistency. Oh, it's like cake. That is a very nice consistency. So I'll take a bite out of this part. Well, you know what? It's debatable. It's really good. But the other one was a cinnamon. The other was a cinnamon bun. So, can you compare a cream-filled raspberry brioche to a cinnamon roll? Yes, and this is delicious. Unfortunately, you know what? I would say that this one, the consistency of it, it's like angel food cake literally on the inside. It's delicious. And it just kind of, it's almost like Japanese cheesecake. It like melts in your mouth. But also the raspberries, it's kind of like a raspberry compote, which is delicious. So I would give this like a 9 out of 10 in consistency. It's a little bit dry on the outside and a little bit crusty. But on the inside, it's really, really soft and fluffy. In terms of taste, 10 out of 10 couldn't be better. You get a little bit of cream in there too, which is, I think I can see some in there. And it's 10 out of 10 delicious taste. Can I get that cinnamon bun back over here? Thank you very much. So the cinnamon bun, I would say the consistency wasn't as good. It's a little bit dry and on the inside, but also kind of, it almost tastes a little bit crusty on the inside rather than fluffy, which I think is what a cinnamon bun should taste like. The icing on top was delicious though, so I would give this like a 7 out of 10 in consistency and then a 9 out of 10 maybe in taste. The bun itself, I would have liked some more cinnamon. It just didn't taste as cinnamony as I would have liked. So I guess that this one comes out on top. So I'm gonna eat some more of this, and we'll move on to the next day. We went to Crêpe Montagne, a cafe in the village, where we ate Comté fondue and Belgian dark chocolate fondue. It was an adorable little cafe with Asterix comics nonetheless. Finally, Sachi Sushi on Main Street. We went here last year, and it is reliable to always have amazing food. I recommend the King California roll mainly because you don't get to eat a California roll with real crab every day. So definitely do that. I guess that sort of concludes it. How to do Whistler and not hit the slopes. Thanks for watching. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe below if you're not already. Comment if you have any questions or if you'd just like to make your voice heard. Something we need now more than ever. I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, so that was a cinnamon bun that was, I don't know how they cook it, I don't know how they bake it, or